Hey, everybody. Katrina here. How are you guys? Welcome to another episode of Ask Me Anything. And today we will be talking about this topic, water business seasons. Okay, if this is the first time you're seeing me, yes, this is Katrina. I'm your mama marketer. I thought of just using that. It's very catchy and I love it. This is what I do. I help ambitious working moms make life changing money online. It's been a hot minute. A lot has happened the past few weeks. I've been recharging as well. I had a cough since like maybe this is my second week already, on and off. I don't know what's going on, but that's why I also paused going to the gym because I don't want to spread any viruses, but I'm feeling better. So I thought of just coming on in here while my energy's up, and I want to share this really good value that I got from the recent training that I got from none other than the Tony Robbins. So I recently enrolled at his business accelerator program, and I'm learning a lot. I already finished, like, there's a 7-step rapid growth system on how to really scale your business, and I have to re-listen to everything because there's tons of information, and I want to share a few of my learnings because that's how we learn more, by teaching. Okay, and let me know, guys, where you are tuning in from. By the way, I'm based here in Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Yes, I'm a mom of three boys. They're there beside me, oh, behind me, but currently they're all in school, including my husband. So this is my office time. Yes, I work from home mostly, and technically anywhere with internet connection, but we're not traveling. I'm just here in our bedroom office, or sometimes at the gym or any coffee shop or any corner of the street. Hello, Madeline. Nice to see you here. Ooh, from Doha, Qatar. Hello. Hey, Winnie. Hello. Congratulations to your incoming business partner. Yes, I'll be sending that contracts today. And also, congratulations. You have an automated buyer today. Look at you, girl. Congratulations. Hey, Zoe, how are you? Am I pronouncing your name correctly? Hello. Awesome. Let me know, guys, where you're tuning in from. If you're going to catch this on a replay, let me know as well so we know how global we are. Oh, it feels so good to go live again. Like with this, stable internet connection, because sometimes when you're outside, it's it's kind of, the video quality is not good. So I love the lighting. Again, I'm back from the bedroom and just sipping my coffee here, talking to you, ladies and gentlemen. The I realized the what do you call this? The coffee warmer is a game changer because it literally keeps your coffee or tea warm. Here, I set an alarm so I don't go overboard. I have this time timer. There you go. So let's do this. What? Excuse me. For those of you who are wondering, if you're seeing me for the first time, what am I doing online? Yes, technically, in a short explanation, I help fellow moms make life changing money online. Why is it just moms? Like, well, I do have dads as well, single ladies and gentlemen in my business team. But mostly, since I'm a mom, since I'm doing digital marketing, attraction marketing strategies, a lot of fellow moms resonate with my story. Hence, that's why I have a lot of working moms working with me in this business. And I've been here for 5 years in April. So more than 5 years now. It feels so short, it feels so long at the same time. And the business has been, tremendously life changing, not just for me but a lot of people in my business team. So I am so grateful for that. I come here every now and then to give value. And this is your opportunity to connect with me, ask me questions, ask me anything, whether business related, mommy related, or anything in between. I also ask myself questions sometimes. If you guys are shy to ask the questions, I share here the most frequently asked questions that I get usually from the business, and to kind of clarify your hesitations, your questions, your anxiety. And I have a fellow mom. I was just chatting before coming on in here. She said, I couldn't sleep. I watched the webinar. I couldn't sleep thinking about it. A part of her is like really very interested, but a part of her is also scared, anxious because of her current situation. And I told her, you know what? I totally understand where you're coming from. That was me 5 years ago. As soon when I saw the post, a video post on my social media newsfeed from my mentors and coaches, and they shared about their story, how they're making money online, even on top of their regular jobs, how they're making extra for their bigger dreams, for their families, to retire their parents, to give back to their ministry. I was like, okay. And then when I watched the webinar, like the info session in full, I was like, oh my gosh, I wasn't able to sleep. I've been thinking about it for days, for weeks, and I was about to give birth. And so I told myself, I promised myself that I will just give birth and I'll get back to this. And obviously, I followed my instinct. I prayed hard for it, and I honored my promise to myself that I'll get back to this. So after a month of giving birth, yes, I fully dove in, and the rest is history. That's why I'm here. There you go. And being scared, being anxious, it's a very normal feeling because this is totally out of our comfort zone. When we're not in our comfort zone, that is basically a survival instinct. And that is totally normal. So you have to honor that. But the thing is, if you keep on doing whatever you're doing right now and you're expecting a different result, Tony Robbins said that's insanity. And that was also part of my prayer 5 years ago. That I know, Lord, I know it sounds very logical that we have to do something different to have different results, but most of the time that's the hardest thing to do. And my prayer is like, Lord, show me something different, because I know I needed to do something different to get different results. And so when I saw this opportunity few weeks after that bold prayer, I was like, is this it, Lord? you know a part is though maybe it's not it, but I prayed hard and this is the answer. And then sometimes it's in front of us, it's obvious already, but we're kind of shutting it down. So I fully embraced it. And I last night I posted a reel, and in the caption I said, I quoted Alex Hermosi, one of the famous entrepreneurs right now, and he said we're usually one decision away from changing our lives forever, and a lot of us don't even know it. And the difference between the decisions you made today and the ones that you made last year is if those decisions have you ending and if those decisions made you like where you are right now, somewhere you're not you're not happy with, and you know that you can have more so you can give more, then those are not good decisions. But right now you're actually giving yourself the power to decide. That can potentially change the direction of your life in its entirety from now going forward. And 5 years ago, if you would have asked me that I'll be able to quit my job 19 months into the business, work from home, send our eldest to a private school, move to this new place, sponsor our parents, Canadian super visa, travel like multiple times in a year, and so much more, and help thousands of other parents, moms like me, like make money online, and not just like regular money, like life changing money online. I would say maybe, I wouldn't believe you if you have told me that, because I've never seen this coming like these details. I know I have bigger dreams, but sometimes you shoot the goal, it's there, but you don't know how to get it, and that's okay. And as Tony Robbins says, the problem not just with business owners, but with every one of us who have big goals, not being able to achieve those goals that we set for ourselves. The problem usually lies is because of this concept that's called the tyranny of how. Meaning we get ourselves so concerned with how to get the things. What are the steps on do achieving those goals? Of course, those are important, right? But sometimes you dream big. You want, maybe you have a bucket list, like you want to travel to a specific place, for example, Paris, London, Maldives, vacation back home in the Philippines, but you don't know how to get there. Sometimes you just need to put the goal there in your mind or in your vision board, put it there, regardless of like the how, the steps. Because when you put your goals out there, sometimes most of the time the steps will just follow. You don't need to concern yourself with all the details just as yet. It will just unfold. And with if you're starting the business and you're already so caught up, oh, I don't know how to create my business page, I don't know how to do the ads, I don't know if I'll be able to succeed in here. You're already concerning yourself with the tyranny of how. 5 years ago, I didn't know how to do a go live. I didn't know how to launch an ad, but I didn't know how to run a business, like do social media marketing, do attraction marketing. I didn't know any of this, but because I see myself being able to have more control of our finances, of our daily living, more comfortable, and being able to help more. I have that vision. I don't know how yet, but since I have that, and I decided I'm going to do whatever it takes to be here and beyond. And that is a decision, being here as well. If you have been contemplating being here or doing this, you're giving yourself the power to decide, right? And so don't concern yourself just as yet with the tyranny of how. Oh my gosh, that's almost 15 minutes already. Um, okay, so let's go to the seasons. Okay, what are business seasons? So I enrolled uh, for the Business Accelerator program of Tony Robbins. I just saw the ad. I was like, okay, I haven't really dove into his programs. And as business owners, it's always for me the way to grow in anything is you learn. Jim Rohn said, your income only grows in relation to your growth personally, like your personal growth. So I have this love for learning whatever aspect, business, relationships, parenting. I love reading books. I love listening to audiobooks because um, I learn. That's how I grow as a person. And the more I know, the more that feeling. I know you call there's this tool for that. Like the more you know, the more you know that you have to know a lot more things. Something like that. That's my 15-minute mark. And I haven't even started yet. There you have it. Yeah, so the more I learn a lot of things, the more I realize that I there's still a lot more things to learn, if you know what I mean. Okay, let's just say hello first. Hi Edna. Hello, hello. Hi Merly from UK. Oh, hello, hello from Liverpool. Hey Nida, I missed you here on my go live from Bahrain. Awesome. Hi Poonam, how are you from the US of A? Awesome. Hi Deepa from New Jersey. Oh, just across the border. There you go. Awesome, awesome. Great. So now, what are business seasons? Here you go. So Tony Robbins say business seasons are basically they are phases or cycles that businesses typically go through, akin, like similar to the seasons in nature. Okay, so right now we are in the spring season here in Toronto, here in Canada. Although other parts of Canada sometimes, they still have that really cold weather. But today I think 16 to 20 here in Toronto. So yes, seasons. And what are these? When in the past 5 years that I've been here in the business, yes, of course, I've experienced the ups and downs of the businesses. It's not always like I'm earning this much. It's a cycle. And my mentors and coaches, also, I'm grateful for them. They've tried a lot of like 24 businesses in the past, so they're kind of more familiar on how to run a business and the cycles that you go through. So when they said in one of our Zooms, like in the mastermind Zooms, they said, you know, there are ups and downs, there are ebbs and flows in here in the business, and we have to be prepared for that as business owners. When you're in the up, be prepared, it's not going to be always like that, so you have to be prepared with the ebbs as well, and realize that you're not going to be always in the challenging portions of your business, and it's actually a learning phase. So let's start with that. Okay, the first season is, of course, spring. It's basically a birth, a startup, beginning or birth of a business. So I'll be also reading further more in here. So this season represents the beginning or birth of a business. It is a time of growth, new opportunities, and planting seeds for the future. So during spring, businesses are focused on innovation, exploring new ideas, and establishing their presence in the market. Coincidentally, I started my business in April of 2019, which is technically springtime. So it's springtime, it signifies like, growth. I'm still like, in the learning phase. I'm planting seeds that eventually I'll be able to harvest like today, right? So that is the spring season. Okay. And of course, what's after spring? Here you go. Next is summer. And summer is for not just summer vacations, but also for growth, expansion, businesses, basically experiences. Yeah, growth and expansion, sales increase, and the company starts to gain traction and the market share. So it's a period of hard work and long hours where businesses need to capitalize on the momentum gained during springtime. And if I will put it here in the business, it's really the time when I mentioned like long hours. Of course, this is a flexible business. You don't need like to work 8 hours. I just obviously put more hours in my business, like in the season of my business, because this is the only thing that I do right now. And I enjoy doing it. And I'm growing my team, so I don't mind really. But it's very flexible. If I decide to just put like lesser hours today or tomorrow, I can do that. If I decided to take the weekend off and that's my prerogative, I can do that as well. Okay. And so, yeah, summer, it's for growth and expansion. Oh, 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 I did not put fall. Let me see here. I wasn't able to copy the fall. So I will just, number 3 is, okay, I'm editing as we speak. Here you go. And then I love StreamYard. For those of you who are wondering what I use for my Go Live, yes, I do use StreamYard. And I'm currently streaming on my business page, on my personal, and on my YouTube channel as well. So this is the third season, fall. There you go. I love fall because like the colors of fall, and it's not too hot, it's not too cold, the beginning of fall. Fall is the maturity or harvest. It's the season. Yeah, I'm repeating myself. Maturity and harvest. Businesses reap the rewards of their hard work and strategic planning. It is a time for consolidation, streamlining operations, and maximizing profits. Companies might also focus on improving efficiency and preparing for potential future downturns. I would say, I am on the I feel like I'm on between summer and fall, like in this 5 years of my business. And sometimes I would go back to spring because I want to learn more, you know. That's how I apply it on my business. And then the last season, and then we'll wrap this up, is the winter. Basically, a decline or recession is it represents a period of, yeah, decline or recession. Businesses may face challenges such as reduced demand, increased competition, or economic downturns. This season requires businesses to be resilient, adapt to changing conditions, and possibly reinvent themselves to survive and thrive. Okay. And you know, in what based on my experience, how I can apply this to my own business is, I would say, it's not going to be always spring, it's not going to be always summer or fall. Sometimes there are also winter seasons that I've experienced in my business, and I'll be vulnerable about that. Winter means sometimes, like right now, like in different aspects of my business. For example, right now I'm experiencing a winter in my ads because of the 3 month for me, on my based on my experience, the ad fatigue. Sometimes when you launch an ad and it's been going on like for a period of time, for me personally 3 months, a lot of people have seen my ad, for example, my Paris ad. So I need to relaunch. So that's what I'm doing right now. So now I am on the winter for that specific ad, and I'm making it into a springtime again. And does it bother me? No, not at all. Why? Because I've been here 5 years, and been experiencing all these seasons. And as Tony Robbins say, if you're a business owner, it's all about, how you can scale your business is basically you have to recognize the patterns. And regardless of what business you're in, whether you're doing an online business, a brick and mortar business, a big or small business, regardless, you have to recognize the patterns so you'll be able to adapt and scale your business. So at the beginning, in maybe in the first few years or first few months when I'm experiencing challenges in my business, I want to name it challenge. I think it's also Tony Robbins who said like challenge instead of problems, because when you name it as challenge, you want to overcome it. You know, you want it becomes an active. It's like you want to do something about it. You want to overcome it. You want to succeed over it, right? So when I have the challenges, of course, before I would be more anxious, more like maybe scared. But right now, it's like, yeah, it happens. It's like being caught up in traffic, something like that. So for me, it's just, we can say, a walk in the park. I still feel like anxious sometimes, but not as much as before. Right now, I look at it like, okay, because I'm tracking my numbers, my leads, my automated buyers, and the people who I'm able to help, on a month to month basis. So when I see a decline or a change, that means, oh, okay, I need to adapt. I need to change something. Something is not working anymore. So I need to change something. And that's a good indication because I'm learning from that, right? And the good thing about when you're learning something, whether like business perspective or when you get a training, is this is also an eye opener for me when Tony Robbins said this. Like, if you learn something, is that, and you overcome that challenge and you do something about it, your threshold, you elevate it. So now, before, if you are here in this level and you were able to solve this challenge or problem, now you're able to, you know elevate your threshold of control. So you won't be getting back there because you already know how to solve that kind of challenge. So now you just increase until, that's how you scale your business, right? So right now, with what I'm experiencing, I'm just adjusting the targeting, the budget, the ad budget. I'm the interest targeting. So I adjust those things, and I keep on testing. Like, I would closely monitor my ads, like for the first 3 days or so. And if it's not giving me the results that I wanted based on my past experiences, then I will continue to edit. I will continue to relaunch. Like this morning, I launched my one of the reels that I also posted last night. So that's how we learn. So now I'm gonna continuously monitor that one. Okay, so it's not just like on a grander scale, like the seasons, the spring, summer, fall, and winter. I would say like on a maybe on a yearly basis, even on a month. Yeah, I would say on a yearly basis, we go through those stages in different aspects of our business. Personally speaking, so that's how we learn, that's how we scale. I hope that is helpful to all of you guys. I hope that makes sense. And, when I got started here 5 years ago, I didn't have any experience when it comes to social media marketing. And you don't need any prior experience. Just basic computer skills I would say really would help. I have business partners who have really basic computer skills. Sometimes some of them, don't even know like the copy paste things. Yes, it's a challenge, but what I see more from them is like the desire to learn, and I commend that. I'd rather have somebody who is really um, like a starter when it comes to computers or laptop, um, but they have the desire and they're coachable than someone who is really adapt to all of the technology but doesn't have the attitude and discipline to progress. Attitude for me is always like the number one, the mindset. That's 80%. Anything that we do, especially business building. Tony Robbins, he also said this, and a lot of personal development coaches, is that it's always 80% psychology, the mindset, the faith. 20%, of course, it's also important, the strategies, the skills, how you do, the reels, the TikToks, the posting, the advertising, how to attract your ideal client. Those are important things. But even if you know all those strategies and techniques, but if your mindset, your psychology is not in its proper window, not proper time, sorry, not in its proper framing, it's useless. You won't be able to use those strategies and techniques and skills if your heart and mind are not in its proper place. Okay, let's see here. um hey Al, hello, hello, nice to see you here. Awesome. Hey, Kuya Angela, from my former office mate in GMA. I'm good. How are you? Francha, hello, hello. On my lunchtime, can't wait to be boss free. Oh, just put it there, shout it out. Boss free, done deal. Congratulations in advance. Janet from Toronto, hello, hello. Thank you, Coach, for sharing your experience. You're welcome. Vivian, hello, hello. Awesome. So, if you guys found value in our Go Live today, comment seasons, maybe share this with somebody, experiencing different seasons. Maybe they're experiencing winter and they think that, okay, it's not going to work for me anymore. Maybe share this also with them so they can realize, also for my business partners, if you're experiencing a winter season in your business right now, don't fret. It comes, it goes. The more important thing is you acknowledge, you recognize the season that you're in. And there you go. That's my another 15-minute mark. And then you do something about it. Right now, I am on my spring seasons. I have to do, um, business building, and then summer is really like you put your head down, work, work, work. And then if you're in the maturity phase, like the fall season, okay, and I'm reaping the rewards, but at the same time you're also still planting seeds, to so you'll be able to reap like continuously in the future, right? And if you're in the winter season, acknowledge that, and then ask yourself, what worked, what didn't work, how can I improve from this? How can I adapt? How can I emerge stronger from this? And the you'll just realize you'll go through that. And even if you experience your winter again in the next season, you know that you inch higher, like you elevated, you had a higher threshold of control already, and you'll never go back to the baseline before. You just keep on growing and growing and growing. Okay, so comment seasons if you found this valuable, and share this with someone you think can benefit, not just if you're here in the business, or maybe doing some brick and mortar, or maybe contemplating on doing the business. Although yes, I am starting kind of to share the real figures of what I earn, just to kind of put inspirations, because I know a lot of people resonate when they see actual figures, right? Although it's still like, I'm not really comfortable like others. Although there's nothing wrong with that. I just don't want sharing figures to come out as like boasting. It's just for educational and inspirational purposes, and also to show you, like, not just the potential but the reality that you can also have if you will just decide to believe that this can also work for you. I'm not guaranteeing like 100% you're going to earn this, you're going to make this. No, but what I or my business colleagues are showing you guys is that this can also be your reality, as long as you are willing to believe first that you can do it, and put in the work consistently, whether you feel like it or not. That's a discipline, that's an integrity that you have to learn as you build your business. It's like going to work as well, going to your 9 to 5, like, because you signed a contract that you'll be working in your 9 to 5, or maybe if you're in the night shift, if you're in the corporate or in the healthcare, you sign a contract that you'll be in that position for this span of time. So regardless whether you want to go to work or not, you show up. It's like this as well in the business. And I've realized this, and this is really powerful. Like, in the first few months of my business, when I quit my job, my 9 to 5, it's like I'm on a honeymoon phase in my first 3 months. I said I can do anything, I can sleep in, I can choose not to work, I can just to work 1 hour per day. I can definitely do that. But then I realized after the 3 month honeymoon phase, after I quit my job, it's like, oh my gosh, if I really want to be big in this business, to grow this, I have to be more accountable to myself. And I think that was just last year when I've heard this from another coach, and he said, consider your business as your job until it pays you like a business. What does that mean? Consider yourself, be accountable, show up regardless how you feel. Show up, work on it diligently, because when you're working on your job, when someone is watching you, your boss, your colleagues, you work hard, right? You work on that even if no one's looking at you in your business. Like, if it's just you and your laptop, if it's just me and the house, I still choose to work, right? Although yes, sometimes I just lay down for a break, or go to the patio to breathe some fresh air, but I choose to work regardless of how I feel. And you have to have that diligence, that integrity to do that for your own business, especially if you're here and you're just starting out. You have to do the work consistently, day in, day out. Sometimes you'll get confused, sometimes you'll get overwhelmed. Make it into convert into bite-sized pieces. Like, how do I make this work? When I was starting, what really helped me is like setting daily goals. Okay, on today I'll finish this sub tab, you know creating getting my domain from GoDaddy and my email. I'll finish this today, and I'll submit it so our back office could create it for me. You know, do little tiny things, baby steps every single day. And later on, it will be a huge chunk that you'll be able to finish. And what I remember also is when we were just dreaming of going here, immigrating here to Canada. It's a lot of process. And if I'll just look at it, it's like, oh my gosh. And I am the more detailed one when it comes to like the paper, the documents, as compared to my husband. So I'm the one in charge of, all the documentation, all the English tests, the IELTS, the school documents, what do you call that? The that we need to get all the work documents, the certificate of employment that I need to get from all my employers, my husband's employers. Oh my gosh, it's a lot of work. If you look at it as one huge goal and you'll not chunk it out, oh my gosh, we won't be able to. We won't be here in Canada. But because so my husband and I talked, and then he said, okay, let's let's set like daily and weekly goals. So this week, this is our focus. This week, you get the diploma and all. This week, review for your IELTS exam, things like that. Until we're able to complete everything, right? How do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. And please don't think that I have it easy. I have somebody commented before that, coach, you have it so easy already. I think she's a new business owner. And I click on your ad because you said you're able to do all these things already. And it's so easy for you right now to say that to attract people in your business because you're already there. You've already achieved a lot of things, right? And I totally understand where she's coming from. I felt that way too when I was just starting out. Like I was like, huh, who would click on my ad? Who would click on my story? Who would watch me if I'm just starting out here in the business? And I didn't have the results yet that I have right now 5 years ago. So I totally understand where she's coming from. So what I told her is the strategy is basically in the stories. Stories sell. Imagine, if you have like two identical stores, like two Starbucks, for example, and you want to have coffee. They're both near your house. And then, most of the time we prefer the store we have a personal connection with. Maybe, you like the barista more, they're more welcoming, they're more warm. Because at the end of the day, business building is building a relationship one person at a time, right? And that's how my business partners resonated with me because I shared my story. Like, this is my background. This is what I don't like about my. This is also a tip for those of you, who are crafting your winning story ad on whatever platform you're advertising at. Four steps, four strategies on how to share your story more powerfully. Number one is share your background. Who are you? Are you a mom, a dad? Are you a sister, a daughter, a brother? Um, what's your work industry? Where do you live? Because those are the common like things that people resonate with usually. And what work, maybe you're a nurse, you're an admin assistant, you work in the legal department, you are working for the government, you're a firefighter, you're a teacher, you know you're a pastor. We have pastors also in the community. What you didn't like about it, like, you love your job but you just don't like the long hours, especially when you started your own family. You're just saying hi and hello to your husband or wife, your partner, your spouse, by the entrance, the door entrance, because one of you is on night shift, one of you is on day shift. That's a pain point that I often hear on coaching calls, on like people messaging me when I ask them where are you based and what made you interested in this opportunity. Those are the pain points that I hear every day, like, because I just wanted something extra, and that won't take a lot of time away from my kids. So, and when you share that, your audience, your target audience would resonate with you, the people that you want to work with, right? And a lot of moms, working moms who are also immigrant moms, resonated with my story when I was starting out, even if I didn't say I have this, I have that, because I didn't have any of those yet, just yet. Yet is a powerful word. and they would sense your authenticity. And I was like, okay. They resonated with my story, and I told them I leverage on other people's success. um and this is important as well. The belief, having, Katrina, how will I be able to believe? Sorry. I'm going everywhere. So your background, what you didn't like about your background, what you saw, basically this opportunity, and you can leverage on other people's success, right? So I just said, I saw other moms, other parents like me quitting their jobs, paying off debts, their houses, buying houses, their cars, traveling more, having more time for their family. And I want that for myself too. So now, and what, tell them the fourth one is what you're excited about. So now I saw this opportunity, I saw what could be possible. Now I'm excited every day that I'm moving closer to my dreams. And that's exactly, oops, how I shared my winning story. Hello? Hope you guys are still hearing me. um, so that is how you share your story more powerfully. Okay. I hope I am. You guys are hearing me. Okay, let me see here. Sorry, I'll go back and hopefully you guys can still hear me. Sorry, I'll go back. Okay. And hopefully you guys. Yeah, I can. I'm still there. It's just frozen on my end, but I know you guys can still hear me. And I just want to end on this concept, belief. I said, mindset is huge, 80% mindset, belief. Katrina, we usually believe in something that, belief and fear are on the same, like, same concept, in a sense that it's believing in something that's unseen, right? How will I be able to believe in myself if I don't have the experience yet, if I haven't personally experienced it? You leverage on other people's success, other people's stories. Tony Robbins said, belief is like a table, and the four legs are the supporting, um, supporting experiences. If you don't have those legs yet, borrow from other people's experiences so you can support your own belief until it comes to the time that you have your own set of legs to support yourself. Okay, I hope that makes sense. I don't know what happened, I'm frozen, but thank you so much, everybody, for being here, and see you again next time. Again, comment seasons if this is helpful, and feel free to share. And I'll see you again on another episode of Ask Me Anything. Okay, bye for now.